Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and we are just 2 days away from the launch of Oil and Water by Blobs, a new Sudoku hunt that is going to be our Patreon monthly reward for May, so we're really looking forward to bringing that to you. Oil and Water is kind of like Aquarium, if you remember us doing that at all in the past. It's a style of pencil puzzle that some people have converted into Sudokus in various ways. And Blobs has done a whole pack of it now, and we think you're going to really enjoy the puzzles. So that is going to be a great thing on Patreon in a couple of days. Also, of course, on Patreon we have crossword and connections videos, American crosswords this month, British crosswords, cryptics, all sorts, and connections, align. Loads of content, do check it out. There's some interesting stuff. Of course, if you just want pure Sudoku, you can get our apps, and there are many of them, and they have many and various types of puzzle. We recommend them very highly. Now, talking of our apps, I'll come back to Sandwich Sudoku in a moment, which is slightly relevant to today's, not because of sandwich rules, but because of a connection that I will explain. There are two other things that I will mention, and they are SVEN'S Sudoku Pad and our merchandise. So you can check out the links below the video for all of that stuff. The apps are really good. And Sandwich Sudoku, the name, that was our first ever app. And the name of Sandwich was coined by Alex Bellos, the kind of puzzle master. He's written books, and he visited Nicoli before we did, actually. He has written books about pencil puzzles and the rise of Sudoku, and articles. He edits a column for the Times and for the Guardian. I do apologise, for the Guardian. And recently he has been bringing Guardian readers a new type of Sudoku puzzle by Alf Smith. And Alf has also sent us one or two examples of this, and I'm going to have a go at one of them today. Alf calls it Clueless Sudoku, and it got trailed by Alex, obviously, with a picture of Alicia Silverstone from the film Clueless, because why wouldn't you? And the important thing to know about Alicia Silverstone's film Clueless is that it is based on Jane Austen's Emma. Anyway, we will pass over that for now. We will go through the rules of Clueless Sudoku, and we'll see if we find it to be a really entertaining new form that is going to catch on and go wild. I mean, if the Guardian are using it, Alex Bellos is a good judge, so it'll be interesting. Let's do the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So 1 to 9 will go in every row, every column, and every 3 by 3 box. A cell is gold if, and only if, it contains its position within its row, column, or box, reading from left to right, top to bottom. Now, for this cell, its position is row 1, column 4, position 1 in its box, because the positions in the box go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, the rule set goes on to say, note that the rule set implies that a white cell does not contain the cell's positions. There is a negative constraint over the white cells, but that was all implied by if and only if, I think. So we're good here. It's not quite the friendly cell rule, which referred, I think, to row, column, or box number. This is not doing row, column, or box number. It's doing row, column, or position number. So it's a form of friendly Sudoku, but it's not friendly cells. So anyway, those are the rules of Clueless Sudoku. This is Clueless Sudoku 6 by Alf. And give it a try on that first link under the video. No need for any numbers in the grid, and that's quite an impressive feat, I reckon. Let's have a go at the puzzle, and let's get cracking. So, how do we tackle this? There are probably different ways of tackling this. And it's possible that Simon would come up with a way that involves studying the grid and identifying a weak point and homing in on a cell and filling it in. That is very unlikely to be the way I attack this. I am more of a kind of document all your notes and try and draw a conclusion person. So what I'm going to do is, for the gold cells at least, I'm going to fill in the candidate possibilities. So, as I said, this is in row 1, column 4, position 1. Actually, what I shall do is for the rows, okay, as usual, I'm going to use the convention of marking in the centres possible candidates and in the corners of cells, if we get there, places where within a box where a certain number is confined to. But for the purposes of this rows thing, I think I can just fill in the row number into each of these gold cells. And then I can do it by column number. That's column 1. These are the gold cells in column 2. These are the ones in column 3. These are the ones in column 4, column 5, column 6, column 7, column 8, and just one in column 9. And then for their positions, I have to be a little more careful. So let's go box by box. This is position 5, 8, and 9. These are positions 1, already there, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nothing in box 3. This is position 5. That's position 6, 7, and 8. This is position 3, 7, and 9. Positions 1, 3, 4, and 5. Position 4 and 9. Position 7. Position 1. You do get very used to these position numbers once you've got a little bit of experience. Now, assuming I haven't made any mistakes, for all the gold cells, I have filled in the definite and exact candidate numbers. There can be no other cells. Now, there are other constraints, because, for instance, I mean, let's just take this cell. This is row 2, position 8, column 5. But it's white, so it can't be 2, 5, or 8. But I'm not going to fill in 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9 as candidates there, because I'm not sure I'd be able to pick out any necessary quadruples or quintuples. Talking of which, here is a quadruple that does come to my attention. 1, 2, 4, 5 are clearly confined to this 2 by 2 box within, or 2 by 2 square within box 2. So now the other digits in the square are 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, does that tell us anything? Well, okay, now I could take out candidates that are ruled out because of the cells being white. So this one is position 3. This is position 6. This is position 7, 8, and 9. These are all in row 3. And these are in column 6, so I can rule 6 out of those. So that reduces the candidacy quite considerably, but doesn't give me anything to write in. It's possible I'm just missing a trick here. No, this is good. Look, there's a 2-5 pair. There's another 2-5 pair. Right, we've got, assuming I've done these candidates right, that is a 2-5 pair, and we know that this, therefore, can't be 2 or 5 in this row. That now has to be the only remaining candidate, which is 4. And that makes this cell 1. And that gives us some eliminations. We've now got another 2-5 pair here, but the 1 and the 4 are looking down at those cells, which can't have a 4 in. We had this 2-5 pair in column 2 as well. So those those cells can't have 2s in. Now, I was going to say, there's nothing much else to learn about box 3. But it isn't true. There is something to learn, about this threesome of cells in box 1. I wondered for a second whether I could mark in a 3 as definite in one of those cells for some reason. And there is a reason. It's nothing to do with this trio of cells in box 3. It's to do with a more holistic thing that I had not thought about yet. Somewhere in row 3, here comes a knowledge bomb, somewhere in this row of the puzzle, there is a digit 3, because every number has to appear in every row. Now, wherever that 3 is, what colour is its cell? And the answer is it's gold. It couldn't be white, because the rule set implies that a white cell does not contain the cell's row, column, or position number. So, yeah, I'm just checking in my head. I am right about this. I'm sure I am. None of these white cells can contain a 3. That's the point. Or they would go gold because it's row 3. So one of those is a 3. Now that may not matter here much. Oh, it does. Look, this is the only place. Well, sorry, it's just an elimination. I should have spotted that quadruple. This is the only place 3 can go in box 2. Right, so that can't be 3. Now, there is more to this little trick. There is this row. Somewhere in this row there is a 7. That 7 is gold. There is only one gold cell in the row. It is this cell, which is a 7. And in column, this is what I said at the beginning, didn't I? I remarked there was only one gold cell in column 9. I didn't realise then that I could have said that that must contain the 9, but I do understand now. Now, is there anywhere else? One of these two is a 1. We've already got this 2-5 pair. Oh, I've got a 3-9 pair that I hadn't noticed in column 3. So that's not a 3 now. 5's in one of those cells. 6. Yes, this is really good. 6 in column 6 must be in one of those 2 gold cells in box 5. And if 6 is definitely in one of those cells, then this is not a 6 in the same box. So that's a 7. Now this is 9. That's a 3. That gives us 9 here. Now we do need a 3 in gold in this row, and we've found it. There it is. I can place 9 by Sudoku in box 9 because of these 2 9s we've found, ruling those out. And that's fine. It's in row 7, column 8, position 2. Doesn't matter that it's in box 9. 7 is in one of these 2 places. I'm trying to mix in normal Sudoku moves now. Maybe it's not time to do that yet, but it's certainly worth thinking about. 9's in one of those 2. Actually, sorry, 9 can't be in these cells now because we've placed it here. So that's a 9, and that gives me 9 in column 3, column 7. Oh, look, I can do 9 in this box just by using the pencil marks. Excellent. 9 is there, 9 is there. One more 9 to go. Not here, it's there. This is a 6 because it's got a 9 in the column already. This is a 4, that's going to give us 1. It is interesting how this unfolds, isn't it? A little bit of logic, and suddenly you do get to fill in digits. Now, 1 in row 6 is in one of those cells. 1 in row 5 is in one of those 2. What did we learn? That 5 in row 5 had to be somewhere. Oh, this is nice. Okay. 5 in row 5 is in one of those gold cells, so it's not in these white cells. 5 in column 5 is in one of those gold cells. It's not in these white cells. So if none of these white cells can contain a 5, we know where 5 is in box 5. It's there. Okay, I'm gradually beginning to understand that finding individual digits in this puzzle doesn't lead on to anything a lot of the time. Oh, that 6 does. That makes this an 8. And it stops this being a 6. This also can't be a 7, apparently. So by my pencil marking, which I'm going to have to trust, it must be a 1. This now can't be a 1. And now I've got a 4-8 pair in row 8, and that must be a 5, and that makes this an 8. And what does this do here? I don't know. 1, 8, 7, 9, 6. 3 in this row must be in one of these cells. So 3 in this box. Oh, 3 in this box. Box 4 is fixed. It's there. and then 3 is in one of those 2 cells in column 5. This digit, I was going to say 2 or 8, but there's a 2-5 pair looking at it. So I think this has to be 8. What I have left to place in row 4 are 2, 6 and 7. Oh, okay, this is something I haven't been thinking about. This can't be a 2 because it's position 2. Well, it's in column 2 as well. But I may have been marking up places. No, I haven't really put a lot of pencil marks in white. Anyway, now I think I know where 4 goes in this box, and it must be there. That is, yes, that is, no, it's not good. I kept thinking that was going to tell me which one of these was 4. Either 4 is there in position 4, or not there, not in position 4. And they're the right colours either way round. I would tell you what this does do, of course. It tells me where, that this is a, I was wrong about what it told me, but it tells me this is a, this grouping tells me this is a 2, 3, 5 triple. So now this is 4 because it's the only candidate left. These two are a 6, 7 pair. Now I can do that, actually. This is a 6, 7 pair, but this digit is in position 6 in the box, and it's white, so it can't be a 6 by the negative constraint. And now I can finish off row 4. I mean, I think this is right. I don't think I've done anything wrong. By Sudoku, this has become an 8, and that's become a 4. I've finished an awful lot of the yellow cell, the gold cells. That's a 2, not a 2, so it's a 5, that's a 6, that's a 2, and now all the gold cells are finished. And maybe we can complete the rest of the puzzle, or maybe we will need to keep focusing on the white cells and the negative constraint. So in this row, where do 1 and 4 go? Must be in those 2 cells because of these 1, 4 pairs. Looking at these 2 cells, which are 2 and 5, this one can't be a 2. So then let's shift over to this column. We've got 3, 5 and 6 to place, but this cell sees 3 and 5, so it's a naked 6, and that's 3 or 5. That 6 looks into this box, says 6 isn't there, we know 6 isn't there. 6 is in one of those 2 cells, and one of those 2, neither is in column 6 or position 6, so I can't go any further, I think, with that. 5 in this column is easy, it's got to be here. Everything else in the column is 1, 7 or 8. I'm just trying to think about whether any of those are ruled out by the negative constraint. I don't think so. In this column, we need a 4. That goes at the top. Then we've got 6 and 1 at the bottom, and we can fill them in. This is a 7. This is not. We've got a 2, 8 pair down here. This is a 6, 7 pair, which resolves this pair over here. I've still got these triples. This is a 1, 2, 3 triple now. That can't be 1, that can't be 2, that can't be 3. They're in positions 4, 5 and 6 and columns 4, 5 and 6 and row 5. So I learned nothing more there. 6 is an X-wing. This digit sees 9, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 5. So this is 1 or 2, and that makes a pair in the column. And that means the other digits in the column are 4, 5, 7 and 8. One of which is here, one of which is here, but one of which is here, and this must be the 8 because it's got a 5 and a 7 in its row. So we can finish off the column apart from the 1, 2 pair. That 7 finishes box 2, where we started getting going originally. Now, I was just thinking 7 in this box is impossible, which was a worry, but it's not, thank goodness. 7 can go there at the bottom. That is 2 or 3. There's only one place for 6 in this column, and that's there. 6, 9, 7, 8, 5. This is 1, 2 or 3. There's only one place for 4 in this box. Now, what about these rows 7 and 8, columns 4, 5, 6, positions 1, 5 and 6? Nothing I can eliminate there. But that 8 deals with this 2, 8 pair. That 2 deals with this cell, makes it a 3. That resolves this cell. It is just Sudoku really at this point. I've done the first 6 columns apart from one domino. Can't do this 3-5 pair yet. Let's have a look at this box then. 7, 8, 6, 9, 5. 1, 3 must go there and there. This is a 2-4 pair. That can't be 3. More importantly, this can't be 1. Now it's a 4, so we get a 2 in the corner. We get a 5 there, 3 and 2. This is going to leave us with 7 and 3 at the top. That's a 5. These are 6 and 8. And that's a 6 and a 7. And I think that completes the puzzle. Let me just have a little think, a check, if you will, about row numbers, position numbers, and box numbers. So row 1 has got a 1 in it, and it's gold. Row 2 has a gold 2. Row 3, a 3. Row 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those numbers are all gold. Then columns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 have all their column numbers in gold in those columns. And then if we actually think about the position numbers in boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 9 is gold correctly. 1 and 2 here, and 4 and 5, none of the others. Nothing in this box, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, no, but 5, 6 and 8 are correctly gold there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 only in this box is gold by virtue only of its position. 1 and 4 in this box, 5, 6, 7, it all looks good. 1, 2, 3, 4 in that box is the only digit that is gold only by virtue of its position. The 3 was for the column number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nothing in this box is gold by virtue of its position. The 9 was from its row number. And I think we're going okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. Just the 5 by virtue of its position number. So I can fill in a 7 here, and that must be the right answer. Although since I put this into our software myself, the system doesn't know. By the time you attempt the puzzle later, the system will know the right answer and it will return you with a congratulations message. And I congratulate you for solving the puzzle. And I congratulate Alf for creating it. I hope Alex's readers are enjoying it. It'll be interesting to know if this catches on in any way. Let me know in the comments if you like this style of puzzle, because it'll just be interesting information. I mean, I don't think it's vastly different from the sort of friendly sales puzzles that we featured before. I do like the fact that with the constraint and the negative constraint, you can create grids with no given digits in. That's quite impressive to me. I can't tell exactly how handcrafted this is, how much I found the original, you know, was that 1, 2, 4, 5 baked in as the starting point? Probably was. Alf may be able to tell us if he's watched the video. It's very interesting. I like it. I think it could get very difficult if you had a lot of gold cells at the start of the puzzle. I think then you'd have all sorts of quintuples and sextuples to find. And although you might find a Sudoku with a unique configuration, I think that's what would make it harder. I might be wrong. I don't know. It's just a feeling. But an enjoyable excursion. And thank you very much for watching us on the channel, as you do so often. And I really hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.